Oh, yeah. Chicken Mozarabe. It's what it is. What it is. Yeah. Peter. Peter. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can let Agrifoods and Garden Show is proud to present Chef Peter doing a demonstration for us today. He is cooking a delicious chicken Mozarabe.
There you go. Hello. Am I good? You can hear me? Okay. So what we're having going on today, it's chicken Mozarabe with harissa sauce. So this is a local chicken done with foreign flavors. So spicy, figs, nuts, olives, very, very tasty, very moist, and very easy to make. Sounds a little challenging, sounds a little intimidating, but it's absolutely not. So what I have here is a chicken, which I'm gonna marinate. So first of all, usually I always remove the wing tips off the chicken. This could be kept for a stock or a sauce, but for what I'm going to do, it's just going to dry up, so I'm not going to use it. I'm also going to thrust the chicken, tie it up, so everything in the chicken will be tight together. This will stop the legs from drying out, the wings from drying out, and make it one solid mass to cook. I'm going to also show you two different ways of cooking it. We're going to set it up into a pressure cooker. Not that many people use pressure cookers other than like canning vegetables, but as a cooking method, it's very, very fast and also seals in smells, seals in flavor. You could do this dish in 20 minutes in a pressure cooker on a stove, opposed to the way we've done it already, which you'll be sampling, is in the oven in a sealed pot, which is just as good. It just takes you 45 minutes to 55 minutes. So first I'll thrust the chicken with some twine. What? Can you hear me?
No, we can hear you fine. Can't see what you're doing. The mirror is not adjusted right.
So what do I need to do?
We're going to do a 2-minute delay, and we're going to fix that mirror. Can you guys see what he's doing? Okay. We're going to adjust. You take one, so I'll take the other. We're coming. Sorry, brother.
It's all right. Oh my.
You got it? I got it. Where are we going? Up or down?
We are gonna go down. Down. Let the chain go, and then when we get it ready, we'll lock it in. Okay. Okay.
I'm a little scared.
Is that it?
Yeah.
We good? A little bit more. 2 more links.
How's that?
Good?
Let it go, Jim.
Yeah. No, it's free. It's free and clear.
Now mine's tight, yours ain't.
Okay.
So come back a bit on yours, would you? Come back one. Yeah.
Is this going to mess up the screen?
No, he can adjust. He can adjust.
Oh,
How are we now, guys? Good? Sorry about that, brother.
no problem. You can see my hands now. What I'm doing? Okay. So, as I've just said, I took off the tips. I have the chicken facing me. So, the point of thrusting it will be to bring everything together. So, I bring it from the back, around the wings, around the end of the leg tips. Actually, go around here. And you get here. And back around again. So the point of this is making an even, solid, and not to dry out any other parts of the chicken. There we go. So chicken now we will marinate it. The marinade for the chicken, which I've already had set up, is olive oil, toasted cumin, toasted coriander, smoked paprika, and saffron, and salt. So fresh parsley and fresh coriander. So very aromatic, very flavorful, and also chopped up garlic. So this is a really rub it in, so then you can see the chicken is like immersed in the marinade. Chicken is actually, we were just having a conversation about this earlier. Chicken is a very home-cooked meal, but it's such a very blank canvas, actually, that a chicken, because it's a very common flavor, but you can do so much with it. You can make a chicken taste spicy, you can make it taste savory, you can make it taste sweet, and it's all very good and very different. So if you can see this is in the pressure cooker right now in this pot, and I'm going to add a mirepoix. So a mirepoix is carrot, onion, celery, which right now I'm using red onion, and also garlic. So it's 2 parts onion to 1 part celery, 1 part carrot. Diced up quite large so that in the cooking method, it's not going to be mush. If I cut it very, very small, it would be cooked out and turned to puree by the end of it. So I'll add all of this in. And then I add water, which will be going in. And my water is right here. So I add 500 mils of water to this. In the pressure cooker, all the steam will stay inside. 90% of it will stay inside. So this is the cumbersome part of these rigs, is getting them on properly. So that's on and it's locked in. This you would cook on a stovetop for 20 minutes. So what I will be demonstrating to you now is the cooked process. This is the cooked chicken done in something that pretty much everyone has at home, is a casserole dish. So this is the finished product from this going into the oven. I'll take this down. Before we get fully into this, we're going to make the harissa sauce, and we're going to make couscous as an accompaniment for you to try. Couscous is a very, very like plain tasting starch that you can do almost anything with. You can add a lot of flavor to it very simply, and it's extremely quick. So it's not so much ratio, it's however much couscous you want to cook, cover it in water, add salt and add olive oil, wrap it in saran wrap, and let it sit for 10 minutes. And this process is so fast, you could make a cup of tea in the same amount of time. So this is what we're going to set up right in here, and this is what you're going to be tasting in a few minutes. So a bit of olive oil, a bit of salt, and waiting for the boiling water, which is coming up right now. In the meantime, I'll start talking about the harissa. Harissa is a Middle Eastern sauce which you can buy finished. It's very, very spicy. It can be very garlicky, and full of a lot of flavor. So you can use a small amount and it'll go a long way. Which I'll get the couscous happening. So as you can see, I'm just covering the couscous, and then saran wrap it. Saran wrap it tight. You can see it's covered in liquid still. When we come back to this will be no liquid left and completely cooked. So now back to the harissa. So the harissa, we've taken some chilies. We have red chili and we have a jalapeno. And I'm going to leave the seeds in right now because it's going to be, I'm aiming for a little kick, and the seeds will make it spicier. Add the garlic. So all of this will go into the blender. And we're going to get olive oil. And we're going to add the nuts and the figs, olives, pepper. This is it. We're going to add some olive oil in the beginning. And get the blender going. So this is just really a very concentrated puree. We're going to add in some paprika. Smoked paprika. A lot of people get intimidated with different ingredients that they're not used to, but most things, in my opinion, are very forgiving. And if you get down to making mistakes, the mistakes are good and you learn from them. So starting to get there now. A bit of salt. So what we have now is a very, very concentrated raw garlic, chili, olive oil, salt paste. This one's very liquidy. And it's also, what you would buy is very, very red, but it's also based on the chili. So you could use green chilies, you could use red chilies. Any type of chili would make the same concentrated flavor. So we have this on the side now for our chicken, and for when we taste it, we'll try it. The one thing with cooking chicken, when it's thrust and tied together, it will stay moist. This method, you get all the liquid coming out of it. This is like chicken, the liquid coming out of a chicken is delicious. At home, when I make a chicken, it's like I put the veg underneath the chicken, so then the veg is cooked by the chicken juice. This is simple and delicious. It's the same process going on right here. It's just we've added olives, we've added figs to sweeten it up, and different spices. So, I have more chicken. So what we're going to get down to now is we're going to take the chicken sauce. So, chicken's falling apart. Wow. Get the fire. So if you can see this, chicken is very tender.
There's nothing dry on this chicken, and it is completely penetrated by the marinade.
So now we have all of this liquid with the veg in it, and I'm going to thicken it, and this will be the sauce. So I'm using corn flour and water to thicken this, and that is right here somewhere. Okay, maybe it's not here. Sorry. In the meantime, our couscous is getting there. Where? Ah, thank you. Okay, save the day. This is corn flour and water, so it's a slurry. Very similar to cornstarch, just as cornstarch will have a different texture. So we're aiming for a very clean texture today. So as it's coming up, I'm going to add in the slurry. So as with, when we finish the dish, we're going to be using roasted almonds, which are roasted in a bit of olive oil with a bit of salt. Roasting nuts, roasting black pepper, roasting dried like star anise or coriander really brings the oil out and makes a dried spice, makes it come alive. So everything that we've done here today, we've actually roasted all the herbs and spices beforehand, all the dry ingredients to bring them alive. It makes a big, big difference, especially if you have black peppercorn at home that you haven't used in a long time. If you roast it and use it, it'll be night and day. So I never measure out how much liquid I have to how much I thicken it. I do it by eye. So this will happen very, very quickly. That should be good. As you can see, it's now building up the body, and the fig is cooking out. So, as you can see, the couscous is set up. It's cooked, and very, very quick, very, very hassle-free. And you just flake it. This might sound odd. It has a smell like Play-Doh, but it's not in a bad way. So this is all fluffed, very, very nice. So we're going to put this as the base for our chicken on the platter. My sauce is thickening up. It smells very, very good. So now while that's happening, I'm going to cut the chicken up. So I would take a chicken by leg, thigh, breast, and separate it into 6 pieces or 8 pieces. So I have thigh and leg. I go through. Same on the other side. Go through at the joint for wing.
Good, yeah?
Smells good.
Chicken's moist.
Very, very moist, very, very flavorful, very, very aromatic. Let's go like this. So now we're getting down to finishing. The sauce has body to it. I'm not going to be shy and take away the vegetables and strain this off. I'm going to put it on because the vegetables are very, very tasty from cooking in the liquid of the chicken. Plus all the ingredients put in here. This is going to be delicious. It does. All the liquid's going to be soaked right through the couscous. It's going to be amazing. All right. So to finish it, I have my roasted almonds across the top, roasted in olive oil. And there we go. This is a full meal, chicken, vegetable, and starch. This is really a one-pot wonder once you get down to it. Very, very tasty, very strong, pronounced flavors, and healthy for you. Very clean, not a heavy cream, not heavy butter. nothing you worry about. This is a good meal for at home. So,
Who's up for trying?
there you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Peter.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.